continues.
Sleep helps to repair and restore our body and brain and impacts our overall well-being. Poor sleep quality has been linked with instances of mental disorders like anxiety and depression.
And now experts are looking to understand the connections between sleep and other symptoms. Joining us now is Joseph Durdevsky, who is the Vice President of Research and Scientific Affairs at the National Sleep Foundation. How are you doing today?
Doing very well. How are you?
We are good. Thank you for being with us.
Now, there was a poll conducted for Sleep in America, and what were some of the key findings in that poll?
Yeah, every year we conduct a Sleep in America poll that taps into the nation's attitudes, behaviors, and trends around sleep. This year, marking the 25th anniversary of Sleep Awareness Week, we focused this poll on the nation's sleep health and mental health. And what we found was quite striking. First, starting on a positive note, we found that over 90% of adults who have good sleep health also report being free of significant depressive symptoms. However, nearly 7 out of every 10 adults who are dissatisfied with their sleep report experiencing mild or greater levels of depressive symptoms. Adults who have just 1 or just 2 or more nights a week of difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep also have higher levels of depressive symptoms. And adults who sleep less than the National Sleep Foundation recommended 7 to 9 hours per night also have elevated levels of depressive symptoms. So our poll really showed this strong, significant relationship between our nation's sleep health and mental health.
Wow.
Those are some interesting findings, and you've kind of said this is a poll going on for a while. What was different about this year's study compared to last year's?
Every year we field this Sleep in America poll. It is the premier poll of the nation's sleep. Every year it focuses on sleep and a different topic. Sometimes it can be bedroom, work productivity, things of this nature. This year, marking our 25th anniversary of Sleep Awareness Week, we really wanted to focus on something that we thought would be very impactful. And given the recent statements by the U.S. Surgeon General, statements released by National Institutes of Health, Centers for Disease Control, we couldn't think of a more important time to focus on something like sleep health and mental health. So we switched focus and really turned our attention to mental health this year.
Now, why is a good night's sleep so important for our mental and just overall well-being?
Yeah, sleep really, it's the foundation through which we can live our best lives. And what I mean by that is that sleep touches everything we do. Our physical health, our mental health and well-being, even our social relationships are all impacted by having good quality of sleep. Now, we know that the relationship between sleep health and mental health is likely a two-way street. We know that people who experience higher levels of depression lay in bed for longer hours. They're less likely to get bright light exposure and less likely to be physically active. And in these instances, those behaviors are related to poor sleep. But we also know the opposite is true. Following a night of poor sleep, you might see the world a little bit differently than you do following the night of good sleep. You might interpret negative events as being more meaningful. You might dismiss positive events. Generally, a poor night's sleep can shade the way through which we view the world.
And now, Joseph, we work on the morning show here, so we are struggling with our sleep anyway. We just tell us some tips to improve our own sleep health.
Of course. The National Sleep Foundation is committed to helping anyone and everyone be their best slept self. And towards this end, we've put forth 6 small steps that everyone can engage in. These include 3 things during the day and 3 things at night. The daytime steps are things like getting exposure to bright light, becoming more physically active, exercising several times a day, and eating your meals at consistent times each day. During the evening hours, we encourage everyone to avoid heavy meals, nicotine, alcohol, and caffeine before bed. We want everyone to enjoy a calm, relaxing, wind-down routine that involves putting your electronics away an hour before bed and prioritizing sleep, allowing for 7 to 9 hours per night. And finally, where you sleep also matters. We want your bedroom environment to be sleep-friendly. Keep it cool, keep it quiet, and keep it dark. Now, importantly, we found in our poll that adults who engage in high levels of these healthy sleep practices sleep better and also report lower levels of depressive symptoms. Now, we have work to do as a nation. On average, the typical adult only engages in about 60% of these possible behaviors over the course of a week.
So make it 100%.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Joseph, for being with us today.
Definitely. Definitely. Thank you for having me, and I would encourage all viewers to visit us online at theNSF.org for more helpful information. We've been the public's trusted source for all things related to sleep for over 30 years now.
Well, thank you so much. We hope you have a good day.
I'll definitely be implementing those.
Good job.
Sleep
Good job,
schedule.
Nick.
All right, we'll be right back. Stay with us.